trusting. I wish I hadn't done it. I wish I hadn't done it. I wish I hadn't trusted. This is a nightmare. I live a nightmare.
I got Botox done on my face about 2 weeks ago. Not the first time I've done Botox, but this time around I got a side effect called ptosis.
Y'all, I got Botox in my forehead, and I think something happened.
You ever think you need Botox? You don't. You really, really don't.
Hi guys, I just want to share a Botox procedure that I did a week ago. It was injecting the wrong spot, so I ended up with a droopy eye and also a bigger eye.
Do not get Botox. Like, I got it thinking that it was gonna make me look younger, and it did not. I literally look exactly the same. 1, 2, it makes you look like you had a fucking stroke.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Cynthia here, and guys, today's video we're going to be talking about the Botox gone wrong epidemic that's happening now. Okay, so what is actually happening with Botox, guys? Because the number of people posting swollen, droopy, or straight up frozen faces after getting injection is crazy. Like, some of them can't even blink properly anymore. Now, let's quickly take it back, because Botox used to be that luxury little tweak to smooth fine lines. Now, it's turning into a horror story on TikTok every other week. It looks like a lot of people are getting Botox from unlicensed or inexperienced injectors. Now, I won't even be surprised if these are the people offering $80 Botox specials in hotel rooms or pop-up spas. And what baffles me is a lot of people are trusting these people with their faces. Now, without wasting too much time, let's get right into some of these Botox gone wrong videos.
I got Botox done on my face about 2 weeks ago. Not the first time I've done Botox, but this time around I got a side effect called ptosis. You can see it if you look at my eye. I'm not trying to make my eyes smaller. Right now, the muscles in my forehead are just frozen and sunk my eyebrow even lower, so it makes my eye look like it's shut, so it's much smaller. So like I said, I got it done about 2 weeks ago. You usually see results from Botox in about 10 to 14 days. And the results typically last about 3 to 4 months. Like I said, this is not the first time I've done Botox. I only do it on my forehead. I saw the nurse at the place I go to, and she said I'm not a good candidate for Botox, but this has never happened to me before. Usually, you can look in my other videos where I do Botox a lot, but I don't have this. She also said that the number of units I do is very, very low, and that she really doesn't recommend going lower than what I do, which is 32 units. She says typically patients do around 40 units. Now, I've always kind of been a little hesitant about doing 32 because the place I used to go to in New York, they only did 28 units, and I always felt like that was right for me. But that was a number of years ago. So I'm older now, so maybe I need a few more units. But like I said, this has never happened. And my question is kind of being very roundabout. For anybody, any estheticians, anybody that is familiar with Botox or injectables, is what she said correct? Which I don't think it is. I think I'm probably perfectly fine doing 28 units. I honestly think that the injector probably went a little lower than she needed to, and this is what caused this. But I'd like some opinions about this. I went to go see the nurse because I thought she could give me some eye drops to kind of open up my eye a little bit, but she was no help. To say that I'm not a candidate for Botox when I've been doing Botox for years and never had these results is ridiculous. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of myself every day until these results wear out, and hopefully I'm going to do a time lapse and you're going to see my eye slowly open up. I'm just going to add another clip of me not talking so you can kind of see the like what I really look like when like I'm not talking. See, eye small.
Even her lips is kind of like falling down. I don't know if you guys caught that. Now, I do not know much about Botox, but the little I know about Botox is once Botox is injected into the wrong muscle or too deep, it can cause your eyelid to droop, your smile to go lopsided, or even make your face look permanently surprised. And the worst part is you can't wash it off the way you wash off your makeup. You are stuck with that look for months, guys.
I just learned so much from this new doctor, and we have two solutions for my crazy eyes. The first one, you guys are going to think I'm actually insane, but it was to add just 2 units of Botox right here to my eyelid, very close to my eyelashes. 1 unit here, 1 unit there. That will help lift that eyelid and open it back up. Second solution is a prescription eye drop called Epidemic, and it is also supposed to help open the eyelid 1 to 2 millimeters, which doesn't sound like much, but it'll definitely help. And here's the problem that's happening with this eye. I thought it was from Botox. It's actually because my eye is overcompensating, trying to open bigger because this one is closed so much and it's impairing my vision here. So this one's trying to open wider so that it can see better to help compensate for this one. It sounds crazy that I got 2 more units of Botox after this, but this doctor who injected me is the trainer of all injectors in the area and is really, really well known and does a really great job. She said that if this were her, it's what she'd do for herself.
It beats me that even after getting this kind of complication, some people are still willing to get more injectables. If you ask me, just allow it to wear off over time because you're not sure if the next time you're going to correct it would actually correct it or make it worse.
Hi guys, I just want to share a Botox procedure that I did a week ago. It was injecting the wrong spot, so I ended up with a droopy eye and also a bigger eye. I called my primary doctor because I was very scared. It never happened that to me before. So he prescribed the medications I've been taking for a week. I just want to raise awareness before you go to a place and get your Botox done. Try to research the place and also who the injector is.
Well, that's true. Always research who is going to inject you and the place you're going to get the injection taken. But that doesn't assure you that things will not go south. And that's what I'm trying to say. Now she's left with 2 side effects, the droopy eye and the enlarged eye.
I'll tell you about the Botox that I recently got, like 10 days ago. Not my first rodeo. I love Botox. I get my forehead, my frown, and my lips done. Right? If it's not for you, then do you, boo. But I love it. I go to a new place because my normal place is fully booked. She's doing the injections and she says, your forehead muscles, I can tell, are really, really strong. You're going to get something called spocking. She explained it. It sounded like a brow lift. And I was like, oh, that's fine. Like, I have hooded eyes. That's okay. Fast forward to the 10 days where it's nearly fully kicked in. Oh, she's spocking all right. What? I've never in my life been able to put my eyebrows up so high. I look like I'm judging the shit out of you. I kind of look like the Grinch. If I go like this, I can smell what the Rock is cooking. I look like the kid from Maze Runner. Except I paid for my eyebrows to look like this. And I can't help it because I'm so expressive. It's why I need the Botox in the first place. She's wild. She's got a mind of her own. She needs Botox to calm her the fuck down. Look at it. And this is giving ball sack. Like, it is not okay. If your injector tells you that you're going to get something called spocking, you fix that shit on the spot. You don't let it go.
She's left with these permanent expressive eyebrows. I don't even know what to say, guys. This is really sad. And she's trying her best to just make it seem casual. Imagine paying hundreds of dollars to look refreshed. And now you can't smile or raise your eyebrows without looking like a wax figure.
I just want to clear up a few things about my face being crooked, specifically my mouth, for Botox, and how I'm pretty much stuck this way for probably another month and a half, y'all. Fun times. So they never injected my lips directly with Botox. In this area of my face, I got injected down here and here. I think that's it. And this was a week before I was leaving to go on my dream vacation. So the day before weird to leave. I wake up and my mouth's crooked. So I panic and I call them. I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, my mouth is crooked. Please get me in today. Like, I can't go around like this. I'm leaving for vacation tomorrow. And they did. I did not see the same person that day because the person that I had seen and usually see was not there. They consulted with each other and talked with each other about how to fix this. And the plan was to inject through here somewhere to do a lip flip, and then over here to bring this up. So initially to pull this down, to flip my lip down, and then pull this up. So that's what they did. The next day we left for vacation, had our vacation. The day before we were coming home, my bottom lip almost like completely disappeared. Like, it was like, it's gotten a little relaxed from that time, but yeah, it was like this, and I was really panicking. Like, one of the first phone calls I made when I got back home was like, I need to come in. This has gotten worse. They got me in really quickly, and this time she just injected this side to hopefully pull it up to match this side more. And she scheduled me another appointment for the following week, which was yesterday, and she gave me 2 options. She wanted to inject this side, like down through here, to try to hopefully pull this down, and I didn't want to do that because I told her the last time we went injecting this side, it made it worse, so I just didn't want to do that again. And she said, well, I think that we should just leave it alone and let it dissolve. And she also told me that my lip did the opposite of what it should have with a lip flip. Only me.
Imagine looking like this just a day to your dream vacation. Honestly, some of these videos are hard to watch. The swelling, the bruising, the side effects, and even nerve damage. Like, guys, come on. It's giving beauty is pain a whole new meaning.
Hi, to anyone out there thinking of getting Botox, please have a look at this. It may make you reconsider. By the way, I had really good eyelids. Where have they bloody gone? Before and after. I've got no eyelids.
Wow.
How am I going to put eyeshadow on that? Oh my God. Look. That was how I used to be. How long before it will wear off, guys? Help. Help.
Well, this is giving the total opposite of what Botox is actually even supposed to give. And it makes me think of that famous saying, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Do you ever think you need Botox? You don't. You really, really don't, especially if you don't have a game plan and you just ask the person injecting you for their recommendations and you think it's normal to get Botox like it's getting a new pair of nails because everyone in LA has Botox and every influencer and every celebrity you see has Botox. You don't need it! You don't need it! You don't need it because one of my eyes is smaller than the other eye. That's not even the worst part. The worst part is I can only smile from this side of my face. This side doesn't move. I actually can't feel my face at all on this side when I drink out of a straw. That's what I look like. I can't make half the facial reactions I used to be able to make. And I kind of hate it. Actually, I really hate it. And I don't recognize myself in the mirror, so yeah, I just like wanted to not get wrinkles, which I don't even realize why I really care about that anymore because I'll take wrinkles over a different freaking face. I've never made that face in my life before. That was actually a first. Oh my God, I'm scared. Oh my God, I think I might cry. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's not gonna go away for like 4 months. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter because I'm hot on the inside and that's what matters. So, to be honest, all this was a learning lesson to save money in my bank account and that I like the way you look. That I like the way I look. It just took me losing money to realize that. So I guess lesson well learned.
Oh my goodness, like I feel really sorry for her. She's all over the place. Social media made Botox seem casual, like it's the same as getting your nails done. But the truth is, guys, it's it's still a medical procedure, and one wrong move can change your whole face.
I wish I hadn't done it. I wish I hadn't done it. I wish I hadn't trusted. This is a nightmare. I live a nightmare.
Oh my God, did anybody see the BBC News story about the woman in Hull, Andrea, who went to see this doctor for some Botox and fillers, and the mess, the absolute heartbreaking mess he made of her face? Let this be a lesson to everybody who is thinking about going to a quick fit Botox filler doctor. Now, just to be clear, this is no way me naming and shaming the guy who was obviously like, he'd bought himself like a doctor's title. I was 50 when I first started with any Botox treatment. Please do your research. I did a video yesterday of I went to get some Botox and a little bit of filler here. This is the morning after the night before. I mean, this is why I pay a little bit extra and travel that little bit further to go to a good clinician. If you want to avoid this, please, whether you're in your 20s, which you shouldn't be having Botox in your 20s, in my opinion anyway, because you don't need it. But when you do reach that decision that you want to go and have fillers or Botox or whatever it is, Profilo, threads, I don't know, you look more youthful. Do your research, go on recommendation, check these people's histories, make sure they are who they say they are. I would always go to an absolute clinically trained, highly educated, loads of experienced doctor. There ain't anyone touching this face without me being 100% confident. It is really sad that it takes something like this to raise the profile. I just really hope that she gets herself sorted out. I understand that people just strive for that youthful look on their face. You know, you might have a little bit of swelling the day after or a little tiny bit of bruising, but I swear to God, no makeup is on this face, and this is the day after having filler and Botox. Just be careful.
Don't even get me started on the people that makes fillers and Botox together at the same appointment. Yeah, I know for some people it works out, but I feel like those two procedures need to be done at two different appointments.
I'm going to tell you guys about the time that I got botched. I got botched with Botox. So I had been considering getting masseter Botox, which is going to be your jaw muscle right here, for quite a while, because I had always had a little bit of an insecurity about how wide my face was whenever I looked directly ahead. But, you know, from the side, I had a beautiful side profile, a very strong jawline, gorgeous. But I also have TMJ, and I had heard for quite a while that TMJ was able to be helped with getting your masseters injected. So I was like, you know what, let me just try it. Let me try it. This was a mistake. You have a group of 3 muscles right here. Whenever your injector is injecting you, she can stick in the needle and press all of the Botox in and then pull out, or injecting the needle and slowly pushing the Botox in as you're pulling the needle out. Whenever she injected it all at once, she was expecting for the Botox to evenly disperse between the 3 muscles. That did not happen. It was able to make it to 2 out of 3 of the muscles, but then my 3rd muscle completely overcompensated. Whenever I would eat, one muscle that was completely overcompensating would just stick out like a thumb. You think I'm exaggerating?
What the fuck?
Oh my goodness.
I first discovered this when I was at work, eating in the break room, and I noticed that my coworker was staring at me quite a bit, and I was like, oh, I'm beautiful. But that's not what it was. I chose to get this done right before a vacation. My pictures are ruined. My jaw was even larger and more defined than whenever I came in. Whenever I went back to my injector, she did give me some free extra Botox to, you know, make that thing calm the fuck down. She also did tell me that I manifested this happening. I have lasting issues from it. If you actually have TMJ, it's more than just your jaw muscles that affect your chewing. It's also your temples and this little joint right here. And so now whenever I chew, I look like the Hulk. My temples and this little joint right here swell up like crazy anytime I eat. Talk to your doctor not only about this area right here, but also your temples. And don't let your injector gaslight you.
Honestly, guys, it's sad because the pressure to stay young and perfect is real, but no one talks enough about what happens when it goes wrong. And these are results one has to stay with for months before it can wear off.
I being overly sensitive, or was she in the wrong? Story time. I typically go to my derm for my Botox, and she is currently on maternity leave, and I haven't had Botox done since November, and I really didn't think I needed to, and then I just felt tired. You know how it goes. So I decided to get a little hit, and I was referred to this med spa on the Upper East Side, won't name names. And so I like the way that my friend looks, so I said, okay, what's the harm in it? Let me just go. Make an appointment with her esthetician, and I get there. Everything's great. I sit in the chair, and she asks me a little bit about what I do. I told her my current derm is on maternity leave, and I just really needed a hit. So she asked me where I usually do it, and I told her I've been doing my forehead, my 11s, and a little bit on my crow's feet. Very small. I don't like to look done. It's just not the aesthetic that I do. I like to look like myself, but just feel a little refreshed. So she told me, she was like, okay. She goes, have you ever considered doing like your full face? And I was like, no. I was like, I really just like what I do, and I like the way I look when she does it. So she was like, are you sure? Because typically people start sagging down here when you do your forehead and all the things. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I like the way I look, and that really hasn't bothered me. I haven't noticed it. And then she asks me again, she goes, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure. And then she asks me again, are you sure there's nothing else you want to do? And at that point, I was like, okay, lady. So I spoke up, which normally I don't do, especially when she has injections that she's just about to poke into my face. And I go, am I that ugly that I need all of these injections in my face? And then she was like, no, come on. You know I didn't mean that. Lady, I just met you. I don't know what you mean, but you asking me at least 3 times if I was sure that I didn't want anything done to my lower face because I'm sagging. Oh, and I go, am I sagging? And she was like, frown for me. And so I frowned, and then she goes, how old are you? And I go, I'm 35. And she just looks at me and she goes, you are aging. Since when is 35 geriatric? I'm sorry. Okay, I know we're on TikTok, so 35 might seem old to some, but once you get here, you don't feel anything older than, I don't know, I still feel like I'm 28, but that's just me, whatever, I digress. I don't know. And then she went on to do my Botox. I really hope she didn't botch it. I don't know. It's going to take 2 weeks for it to really settle in, so come back and see. Right now, I feel okay about it, but I was just like, wow, what terrible bedside manner. And I get it. I'm in sales too. She probably wanted to like upcharge me, but what an icky way to do it. I just feel like if you're sitting in that chair, some people, I'm happy that I'm confident in the way that I look. Like, okay, I'm no model, but I'm happy in my skin. I feel like I'm beautiful the way that I am, and I don't want to change much. And I never noticed my lower jawline or whatnot sagging. So if I didn't notice it, why are you making me insecure in a chair where people can be susceptible to being insecure and want to get things fixed and then come out looking potentially botched? For what? An extra few $100s? I don't know. I'm open to constructive criticism, so tell me if I was overly sensitive, but I don't know. I don't think I was.
I don't think she was being overly sensitive. I think the injector was wrong. Because, like, why are you trying to brainwash this lady into believing that she has sagging lower face. Honestly, I don't even know how these things come up. It's like, what is even happening? I feel like the injector wanted some extra hundreds of dollars, like this lady said, but like that was a really bad way to go about it. There are other ways to pitch in other things to your clients. And why do you even need to pitch in things to your clients when your clients have told you exactly what she wants to get done? Not like I'm even a fan of this, but like if you know what you want, stick to what you want and don't allow anybody pressurize you into getting extra, because then you might end up being botched.
Do not get Botox. Like, I got it thinking that it was gonna make me look younger, and it did not. I literally look exactly the same. One, two, it makes you look like you had a fucking stroke. Like, literally, like, you're like, like, what the like, I can't even move my lip. Like, got Botox right here. It was supposed to help with, like, supposedly lift this or something. But I just got fat ass cheeks, and I didn't want to get filler because I was scared to get filler in my face. So I was like, well, let me do Botox, since Botox is not filler. It's a neurotoxin that's supposed to paralyze those muscles, which makes it stretch. But it didn't do that. It didn't do that for me. It did paralyze a muscle, but I can't even talk and like smile and laugh because I'm looking like this. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is this? I'm not ever getting Botox in my fucking life. I just fucked my face up. But luckily, Botox is not permanent and you cannot get it dissolved. There's no reversal on Botox. Like, it just wears off. So I'm hoping and praying that my metabolism is fast and it wears off in the next 3 months or less, in like 1 fucking month. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm gonna be doing a lot of
The Botox made her lips look really funny, guys.
Good morning, everyone. Here's your unsolicited eye update. So I did put a couple drops in my eye this morning, and I do see just the tiniest bit of lift here. It's not like super significant, but I can see just the bottom of my iris. So I think the drops are maybe a little bit working. But, or at least giving me some relief, or it could be the Botox that I got injected in my eyelid. I really don't know at this point, but it's looking a little promising. I don't exactly know how much more it's gonna lift and, you know, the time it's gonna take for it to lift. But in the meantime, I've been using black light glasses to try and protect this eye from all the light because it's getting really sensitive. And yeah, so also I was thinking about wearing these like in public so that like people don't think that like I had a stroke or something. Maybe they just think that I have poor vision. So yeah, maybe I'll start doing that. Who knows?
This looks really painful. Like I said earlier, some of these videos are really hard to watch, guys. Like her other eye looks completely shut, just a little opening. And I don't know, I just feel some type of way with putting injections or anything at sensitive parts of your body, like your eyes, your nose, around your mouth. You know, I don't know, guys. I'm just here 10 stop for them.
I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, but there's no way that Botox is the same that it used to be a few years ago. It's not working like it used to. Like, I haven't done my Botox in a while because every time I do it, I swear, I feel like no matter if we up the dosage, it lasts maybe 2 months. And then I already start seeing the fine lines coming in, and I ultimately just gave up on it. I'm kind of like, what's the point? I don't know. If you know a way to keep your Botoxing, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear. Well, I'm not the only one that feels this way.
Well, not to make her sound like what she's saying is not even what's related with this video, but like, I think she's right in the sense that people that had it done before, the risks of complications were lower. Maybe that's because the people that were doing it were well trained and very experienced, or she may be right. The substance has changed and making people get botched or whatever. I don't know. It's either of the two, guys.
Hi. Botox is very, very common among young women these days. I was actually shocked to find out how common it was because no one used that kind of stuff when I was young. Did you know Botox has a black box warning on it, which means it's extremely dangerous. It's toxic to your system. In fact, I've heard it's the most toxic thing in the world to be injected into your body. It will eventually cause nervous system disorders. So it's not something that you should ever use, women. Growing old is a part of life. It's God's mercy upon us that we don't have to live in this world forever. If we believe in Jesus Christ and love him and obey him, well, just believing gets us into heaven. But once we believe, we are to obey him if we love him. And I love him, so I obey him. And I know growing old is a part of life. I don't mind growing old. I'm blessed to be growing old. I almost died at 45, and a few times after that I should be dead. But the Lord had mercy upon me and spared my life. And so I have a lot of wrinkles, as a lot of you tell me. I look like an old lady. I'm 65. But I'm blessed to grow old, and I'm thankful. Every year is a blessing. Every birthday is a blessing. I don't mind I don't have a facelift. I never will. I don't use any aging creams. I've never had breast implants, which are incredibly bad for your body too and cause cancer. My dad was a pathologist and looked at the implants that were taken out of women, and they were just covered and filled with disgusting things that cause disease and cancer and autoimmune diseases. So just accept yourself the way you are. Eat as healthy as you can. Get rid of the sugar, the seed oils. Alcohol ages you. Caffeine ages you. Just do everything you can to look as good as you can. Be outside in the sunshine. Walk and exercise. Be joyful and thankful. This is how you have the good life, women. It's not investing all of this money into your looks, into yourself, dangerous things into your body, being injected to your body, surgeries, none of that. It's just being thankful for the life that the Lord has given you and enjoying it, loving your husband and your children, your grandchildren, your friends, your neighbors, and loving Jesus and living for him. That's what life's all about. This is what brings meaning and fulfillment in life, not any of this external stuff that women are spending all their time and attention and money on. Anyway, have a good day. Bye-bye.
She looks younger than her age, I must say. 65? Wow. Personally, I think it's time people stop chasing perfection and start asking, is it really worth it? Because from these videos, it looks like a painful no. And I don't know why there's pressure on young women to look younger than their ages, to look this, to look that. Like the last lady said, getting old is part of life. And when you get old, you're blessed to see every new year. So embrace the look that it comes with. You know, Botox here, fillers there, things being put into your body, things being taken out of your body. It's like, is it really worth it? Because at the end of the day, you may be fine before getting all these procedures done. And when you get these procedures done, you're now left with complications that you have to spend more money on or you have to deal with for the rest of your life. And I honestly don't think it's worth it. But I mean, guys, to each their own. If Botox is for you, good and fine. Do your research. Make sure you go to the right person, the right place to get it done. But yes, beautiful people, let me know what you think about this in the comments. And yes, guys, I've come to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to give the video a fat thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, consider subscribing. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.